Hi, everyone. Happy Friday Eve. It's Thursday. Welcome to this week's episode of What the Insurance. This is episode 16, and this week we are going to talk about legal insurance or legal benefits. So let's jump right in. How many of you guys feel like you would ever need legal insurance? Or let me take it back. How many of you guys ever feel like you would ever need an attorney? Or how many of you guys have ever needed an attorney? Go ahead and tap like if you're watching this video, whenever you watch it, whether live or later on. Like this video if you've ever needed an attorney or think you may ever need an attorney. Okay? Some people associate needing an attorney or some type of legal assistance with negative situations, and it's not always negative. You can need an attorney to assist with starting a business. You can need an attorney with buying a house. Some other items or situations you may need an attorney for traffic court. If you, not regular traffic court or minor traffic court, but if you are speeding over a certain limit, you can need an attorney in traffic court. Divorce, wrongful termination, discrimination, a lawsuit, a DUI, or a car accident with injury, or worse, a car accident with death. You may not intend it for it to happen. It's an accident, but guess what? You're going to need an attorney. Your child may get into some trouble. You need help writing your will and your trust for your children and for your family, so everyone knows how to handle your affairs once you leave the earth. Disability claims. I just went through this recently with my mom. Bankruptcy. Those are just some of the examples and situations where you may need an attorney. You may not think about it right now, but in the future, it could come about where you need to have an attorney and you need to have some assistance, some legal assistance to help you get through a situation. Can you see yourself falling into any of these categories? Many people don't even realize how much it costs to hire an attorney, and certainly are not prepared to have to pay for one in the event of an emergency. Okay. The American Bar Association has estimated that about 80% of low-income families don't get the help they need because they simply just cannot afford attorney's fees. And even those who are not considered low income would cringe at the thought of spending hundreds of dollars per hour for an attorney. Hundreds of dollars per hour for an attorney. Can you imagine? Are you prepared for that? Do you have that saved in the event of an emergency? Hundreds of dollars per hour for an attorney? I don't. If I can be honest, I know I don't. In the event I'm ever in a situation, I'm not prepared for that. So why are we having this video today? We're going to talk about legal insurance. Legal insurance is another one of those things like what we talked about with the 401k and the EAP. Not like a health benefit, not a medical or dental or vision coverage, but definitely something that is very important. And if you have an employer that has a robust benefits package, you probably have this as an offering. And you may not have it, but there's some options available for you, even if you don't have it as a group benefit. We'll talk about that in a moment. Okay, so legal insurance can be a great, relatively inexpensive option when you need guidance or you're not sure of your legal rights, okay? Where you need help, you may have questions that you need answered. Maybe you don't need a service, but you just need some questions answered. Legal insurance is a great way to help you with that. Almost anyone can benefit from it because it's so inexpensive to purchase. And many employers, like I said before, are taking the liberty to offer it as a part of their benefits package, which is a benefit for you if you have that as an option, because then you get the group rate. Because most of the time your employer contributes a portion of the contribution or the premium. So you get a group discounted rate if your employer offers the benefit versus you going out to buy it yourself. But buying it yourself is still an option in case your employer does not offer it. Example, at my previous employer, we had legal insurance available to us. I had never heard of it prior to working there, but I came on board. And when I came on board, I signed up for every benefit they offered. It came to be beneficial for my husband and I when we bought our home. All we had to do was go to the website, pick and choose an attorney that was in network. We picked one that was near our home. We didn't know what we were picking. We looked at the reviews and we chose an attorney. This guy was great, y'all. He was so helpful. He sat with us. He held our hand through everything. He answered our questions through everything, through the home buying process. And if you've bought a home, you know it is not an easy process. So to have an attorney there every step of the way, he read every contract for us. He let us know where we were signing, what we were signing, why we were signing it. He came to the closing and we didn't pay a dime. We had already paid our premium out of my payroll deductions every pay period. So when it came time to use the service, guess what? I didn't pay a dime. That's the benefit of legal insurance. These videos, remember, are to help us save money. So rather than paying hundreds of dollars an hour, I could have been out of thousands of dollars for the amount of time we spent with our attorney when it came to buying our house. But I wasn't. I had paid my premium every pay period, and when it came time to use it, it was available. So that was a good benefit to have, okay? Legal insurance, like many other insurances, may not come in handy for you, ever. It may not come in handy for you right away. But like with other insurances, I'd rather have it and not need it than to need it and not have it. I know it sounds cliche, but it's the truth, especially when it comes to paying for an attorney. Legal insurance can be offered not only through your employer, but through your credit union. Or if you are in an employee union, like a union at your company, it may be offered through there as well. And there are individual companies that offer individual plans. Okay, so if you don't have it available to you through your employer, look into, Google it, research it, do your homework, and look into it. I'm not going to say any company names because I promise not to endorse companies on here unless they want to come on and be a sponsor. But there are individual companies out here that offer it. So Google it, research it. Do your homework before you sign up for anything. But also, if you know the HR at your company, put the pressure on them. Let them know that this is out there as an option and it'll be a good benefit to offer to employees. So something to look into. Couple of things that are important to note. Like with many insurance plans, there may be some pre-existing, what we call conditions in medical insurance, or pre-existing situations, or limitations. So if you have a situation that is currently going on, like say, for example, you're in the middle of a divorce and then you sign up for legal insurance, it may or may not be covered. So it's always important to sign up when you have the option available to you, so that when you need to use it, you already have the coverage in place and you don't encounter the pre-existing limitations that may or may not exist, depending on what plan you have. Which reminds me of my second important note. Always make sure you read plan documents. On any of these plans I'm talking about, read your specific plan documents. There may be limitations on waiting period or eligibility. I know with legal insurance, it doesn't always cover the big situations like criminal suits, class action suits. Those are just two examples of some of the larger situations that may not be covered. So it's important to always read your plan documents. Okay, so some key takeaways. Legal insurance, get it if you don't have it. Great way to help you save money, especially if you may need an attorney in the future, or even if you don't know if you may need one. It's good to have it available to you just in case, okay? Don't be afraid to ask questions. I say that in every video. Don't be afraid to ask your human resources department if they offer it or if they know of a service available to you that you can access. And if you cannot get it to your employer, Google it, research it. There are individual companies out here that offer it. And it's still relatively relatively inexpensive, even if you go outside of your employer group. Okay, legal insurance. This is a quick one, but something I definitely enjoy talking about, especially I get excited when I can tell you guys examples personally that I've used, and I definitely have used legal insurance when it came to buying our home. It was so beneficial and so helpful. I can't say it enough. Feel free to drop any questions you may have. Join me next week. You'll have to join to find out what we're going to talk about. Like and subscribe to my YouTube page. Link is in the description below. All of my archive videos are posted there, as well as my Instagram page at what_the_insurance. Follow me there where you'll find my archive videos and some other things I may post. Okay. Enjoy the rest of your week and have a great weekend. Thanks for joining, guys.